If you've been looking for confirmation that things are working out for you, you've arrived to the right place. Just think about any animal that's on your path, people that are in your life, and who confirm to you that you really are on the right path and everything is unfolding perfectly for you. Because if everything weren't perfectly folding, then how could you know such a precious little animal or person? So it's important to look at the signs around you because you are always being divinely guided, whether you notice it or not. And when we tap into those signs that are showing themselves to us, we tap into the synchronicities that are around us at all times, that are always guiding us and showing us the way. I believe that we have guides here on earth, whether they're angels, they're earth angels. I would like to say I'm an earth angel on your path. Hello. If you're here, honestly, if you're here in this video, you are on the right path because I believe that my channel is also being guided through a higher source, through God. So if you're here right now, you are definitely on the right path. So look around you. Do you see numbers? Do you see 1111? Do you see 222? Do you see repeating numbers that are showing themselves to you? Something that I like to do is whenever I see a number, if it's like 127, for example, and I keep seeing that number, I'll Google spiritual meaning of 127. And it's always fun to kind of like look up to see what those numbers mean. Maybe it means nothing, but to me it means everything. But every time it is important to have faith and understanding that we are being divinely guided, life is folding on perfectly for us, and we are allowed to surrender to that unfolding. Sometimes we try so hard to control everything around us, when in reality, sometimes we're just the co-creator, if not always the co-creator of our life, to God, to the universe, to something bigger than us. And that thing that is so much bigger than us is shaping our life out to be so much more than we can create only on our own. So it's important to have faith and understanding that everything is happening for you, and if things happen to you where you're at the right place at the right time, you're gonna know it and you're gonna see little signs. I'm gonna tell the story about how I met Lilo and Stitch, my two kittens who are a little camera shy and they're getting used to the camera. I love you. I love you so much. Whenever I try to kiss her nose, she'll put her paw literally on my face. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. I love you. She goes, stop right there, Mom. Stop. But I just love you. So Russ is my favorite artist, one of them. I'm like in his top like 0.2% of listeners on Spotify. And he announced that he was having a listening party in Miami. Well, I'm in Orlando, and Miami is like a 4.5-hour drive down south. So I decided to make the trip. I literally woke up one morning, it was a Friday, and I went on my phone, and then yeah, he made that announcement. And I was like, well, guess I'm packing my stuff and going to Miami today. So I made the trip down, and at the time, one of my really close friends was down there. This happened like 2 months ago, by the way, like not even 2 months ago. So I made the trip down to Miami, and yes, I went to the listening party. It was amazing, and it was really cool to see him. He didn't let any like pictures or photos be taken, so it was kind of like on the DL. But it was really cool. It was like at this like vinyl bar, like a record shop almost, but it was a bar. It was super, super cool. And he played his new album and it was unreleased. So it was really neat to listen to some of his songs. And then afterwards I went to, at the time, my close friend's house, and she had me over, and I've known her for so many years. And we went to a Thai restaurant the day after, and she was like, why don't we just go to the Pound? You know, I know you've been wanting kittens for a really long time. And I'm like, girl, I'm like, I am literally traveling right now. Like, unexpectedly, there's no way that I'm gonna find kittens at this Pound. Which, little newsflash and spoiler alert, I did. But I went there with her, and she actually ended up getting a dog, and I went in the cat's room and I went in the kitten's room, and there was no one that was really, you know, I was being drawn to. And so I left without an animal, and I was like, I told you. And so the next day we went to go pick up her dog, and it was taking a while. The process, you know, the application process was just taking some time. So I was like, why don't I just go back into the kitten room and see, or the cat room, or see if there's anyone new that I missed. And long and behold, Lilo and Stitch, those were their names too. And I come from Disney, so I was like, automatic sign. They were there in the kennel in like the little pounds, and they were shaking. Oh, they were shaking, and they were under anesthesia because they had just been spayed and neutered. And they looked so scared. Literally, Stitch was laying in the litter box. And for a long time after he came home with me, he was laying in the litter box as his home. And I was like, sweetie, we don't have to do that anymore. Like, you two, I am saving you. You're coming home with me. Isn't that right, guys? And so they came home with me. And it is history. And now I have the cutest kittens who are now almost 3 months. So, very exciting. But the moral of that story is everything happens for a reason. And I was led to Russ's listening party to go see my close friend so that we can go get these kittens. Because if Russ hadn't posted that at the right place at the right time, there was no way I could have adopted my first pets, who are little angels as they're like destroying everything. You are little angels anyway, and I love you both so much. But I wouldn't have been able to adopt my first pets, so literally everything is happening for a reason. Trust the unfolding of your life. You never know what is going to happen next, or who you're going to meet, or what you're going to experience to lead you to that next step. So I just encouraged you to have faith and keep trusting and keep knowing that you're being divinely guided. Look for those numbers, look for those signs, see those things that are coincidences, which aren't really actually coincidences. It's literally all synchronicity happening for you in the divine flow of the universe. Oh my God, it's amazing. Everything is happening for you, my friends. Whether you see it or not, stop being a victim to your circumstances and understand that you are part of this orchestra. You are practically a conductor. You are a creator of your life. So tune into that. Tune in. Understand, life is magic. You are a magician. You are being guided. You are being divinely guided at all times, even when you're rejected and you were like, I really wanted that job. Oh my God, I really wanted that boyfriend. He was so hot. Why couldn't this have happened to me? Why do you hate me, God? Honey, it's happening for you. Okay? And God is cutting off those people, cutting off those opportunities, because he sees way down the line before you can that it's not going to work out, and it's going to hurt you in the long run if you stay with that situation. So at this point in my life, if something is cut out from me, if I'm rejected, I'm in the job search right now and I'm constantly being rejected. I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm also in the dating fields and I get rejected too. And I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because what's meant for me and what's meant for you, it will be. Trust. Trust the unfolding, my friends. Subscribe to my channel. I post about 2 times weekly. That is my goal. I was very heavily on here about a few years ago, and I created a community, and then I dropped off for a few years and was doing this whole self-developmental thing, and I was constantly being called to YouTube. So about a month ago, I posted every single day. And now, for that balance, I want to post about 2 times weekly. So subscribe, stay tuned. I'm trying to create that community again, trying to get people out here knowing their power, stepping into the best version of themselves. Let's do this. I'm like your personal cheerleader, your earth angel, your spiritual guide. I got you. And I would love if you got me too, and subscribed and stayed, and we could like help each other out and make life count. Love to see you here.